What's up, guys? It's your boy Cam. I am back with another video. We are here with NXT Grapple for the Gold, a month after our great NXT Bash at the Beach episodes. I wanted this to be like our Battle for the Belts episode. I'm not trying to do monthly pay-per-views, but I kind of see why they do it, because it kind of makes booking a little bit easier in some instances, but in other cases you can't have a lot of rematches. But this is just our special event, NXT Grapple for the Gold. Not the best of names, but the best one I could come up with at the current time. But let's stop there. Every belt is on the line here tonight, with our main event of Walter versus Kota Ibushi for the North American and Japanese heavyweight championships. And our co-main, the aerial assassin Will Ospreay, will defend his belt against the Ultimate Bro, Matt Riddle. And we have much more to go. Let's get into the show. So we have a video package with some of our champs: Will Ospreay, Tony Storm, Paige, Walter, Aleister Black, Imperium, and Mustafa Ali. All will be in action here tonight, and we kick off the show with a triple threat match for the television championship. Mustafa Ali, Ricky Starks, Trey Miguel for the television championship. 81. Okay, in a good match, Ricky Starks, the absolute Ricky Starks, defeated Mustafa Ali and Trey Miguel in 13:28 when Ricky Starks pinned Mustafa Ali with a Buster Keaton. Ricky Starks wins the television championship. Ricky Starks had the lowest score, 74. Trey Miguel, 77. Mustafa Ali leading the way with the 81. But Ricky Starks, to me, has really broken out since his NXT TakeOver in Your House match against Kota Ibushi. That's what raised my eye to, Ricky Starks can be a big star for us here in NXT. He's always been in the mix, but he's never really had that singles run because he was always with Brian Cage. After that feud had ended, it's time for him, and it's time for his ascension. Ricky Starks holds the television championship in the air and celebrates with the crowd. Great here tonight. So we have Toni Storm facing Utami Hayashishita. Toni says that Utami's the next big star here in the women's division, but she's the champ. She had an open challenge, and Utami from Dorgan Barado answers it. That's a really good match. Okay, I knew this was going to have a banger, but that's really good. And about to have great heat and good wrestling. Toni Storm defeated Utami Hayashishita in 13:35 by pinfall with the strong zero. Toni Storm makes defense number 5 of the NXT Women's title. Toni Storm 77, Utami 69. That's pretty good. Toni Storm has been on a roll, but I knew Utami Hayashishita, she's been really having some good matches in like those 6-women tags for Dorgan Barado, and I just want to see where was she at singles wise, and she's really up there. That's really good. 84 is really good. Excuse me? In the 90 rated match, in a good match, in a great match, Swerve Scott and Jay Lethal Swerve defeated the North in 12:51 when Swerve Scott pinned Ethan Page with the handspring back elbow during the match. So basically, let's say the Briscoes are in the crowd, and Ethan Page, you know how mouthy Ethan Page is. Ethan Page is mouthing off to the Briscoes, and Josh Alexander is getting there defending his partner. And Ethan Page gets back in the ring, and he gets hit with the handspring back elbow while Josh Alexander is distracted by the Briscoes, and that allows Lethal Swerve to pick up the victory here tonight. Jay Lethal 76, Swerve Scott 82, Ethan Page 70, Josh Alexander 82. That's 90? I am shocked. I've had DIY versus FTR, Briscoes versus FTR. I thought it was going to be like some 75, 78. 90? This is our first ever Blu-ray tag team match. These two are good teams, but I didn't think it was going to be like this. Goodness. 75. Lethal Swerve retains the belt here tonight, but the North complained that the Briscoes distracted them. And you can see where we're going here. So the Briscoes, they just got off their feud with FTR, and they had their eyes on the NXT Tag Team Championships, but Josh Alexander just returned, and the North do have a shot, or do have a claim at being the next in line for the NXT Tag Team belts. They were supposed to face DIY at some pay-per-view. I'm thinking it was NXT Stand and Deliver. I think it was NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver. But they got hurt. That's when House of Black was in there, and then that's when I just decided to put the belts on them to do something a little different. But yeah, so this feud is not over. Possible three-way here leading towards. I'm thinking so. 80. AJ Styles got hurt. This is wrong. So AJ Styles says he would defend his belt, but he just broke his foot. This is really in game. He really did get hurt. So Ilya Dragunov comes out. He says enough of this shenanigans. He calls AJ a chump, and not a true tramp. And he says if AJ is really that hurt, he will relinquish that belt here tonight. William Regal agrees. He says Ilya is right. AJ Styles will be out for the foreseeable future. And in the meantime, they should crown the NXT UK champ. Ilya thinks it's just going to be handed it to him. But William says, Ilya, you're not going to be handed the belt. You'll be facing this man. Lights go out. You hear that. The deep breath. Finn Balor is back in NXT. AJ Styles is shocked. Ilya is surprised. But most importantly, AJ Styles is shocked. Finn Balor has returned to NXT after being betrayed by AJ Styles. And we have an impromptu match between Finn Balor and Ilya Dragunov. That match gets us at 82. Pretty good. And about to have great wrestling. Good heat. Finn Balor defeated Ilya Dragunov in 1507 by submission with the Fujiwara armbar. Finn Balor wins the NXT Interim UK Championship. I know everybody's not big on interim titles. I am not either. But I think it's in service of the story because once AJ got hurt, I always envisioned. So what happened was, after NXT Bash at the Beach, I had Ilya and AJ face off. And I said, that would be very interesting if AJ Styles wins the NXT UK Championship. And him being a heel, he's calling himself the King of Europe, being kind of saying, that's a workhorseman belt. And AJ Styles is a workhorse, but he's being a douche about it. So I feel like that would be an interesting spin. And I already have Finn Balor lurking in the background, just waiting to make his return. But once AJ got hurt, he was going to face Ilya Dragunov later down the road. But since AJ got hurt and Finn Balor just returned to the company today, I felt that we were still going to get to that same path of that Finn Balor AJ Styles match, regardless or not. But I feel like AJ Styles being the UK champion and then Finn Balor being the interim UK champion makes it a little interesting. But not to go on a long spiel. Finn Balor 81, Ilya Dragunov 79. 86. Finn Balor holds the interim UK championship and points the guns at AJ Styles, who seems a bit concerned. 84. So the video of the previous match between Jordynne Grace and Paige for the NXT Intercontinental Championship happened a few weeks ago. Paige won, but Jordynne Grace, she hurt her arm, and Paige was able to roll her up and get the victory. And Jordynne Grace says that she's not 100% coming in, but she's going to give it her all to beat Paige. 80. In a good match, even though Jordynne Grace gave it her all, Paige comes out the victor in 14:22 by pinfall at the backstabber. Paige makes defense number 3 of the NXT Intercontinental title. Paige 77, Jordynne Grace 71. Really good match. 79, and a really good tag team match. And about to have great heat and good wrestling. Imperium defeated Dragon Lee and Sami Zayn in 14:49 with Marcel Bartel pinned Sami Zayn with the Regal Plex. Imperium makes defense number 4 of the NXT Heritage titles. Dragon Lee 84 leading the way. Sami Zayn 76, Marcel Bartel 79, Fabian Eichner 67. Imperium has to be some of my favorite tag champs. I just love their whole shtick, not their whole gimmick, not calling them gimmick, but I love their shtick of trying to face the best, but also showing that they are true professional wrestlers and that the mat is sacred. And they've been calling Sami Zayn a joke, him joking around. He's been in so much luchadores, just joking around, cracking up, being best friends with Dragon Lee. He calls them a joke. Sami ended up pinning Marcel Bartel in a 6-man tag. That's how we got here. But Imperium showed that even though they are great, they didn't have to take lightly Sami Zayn and Dragon Lee. 81. In a superb match, Kyle O'Reilly defeated Aleister Black and Keith Lee at 14:55. When Kyle O'Reilly pinned Keith Lee with the brainbuster, he didn't get Keith Lee up there for a brainbuster. So imagine Aleister Black hit the black mass on Keith Lee. Kyle O'Reilly knees Aleister Black in the face, and then Kyle O'Reilly pins Keith Lee, and that's how he wins the NXT Openweight title. Aleister Black 85, Kyle O'Reilly 76, Keith Lee 83. So I want y'all to remember at NXT TakeOver Dallas last year when Aleister Black and Kyle O'Reilly had that match, and that was a really good match. We are redoing it here. Aleister Black has been on a tear since he beat Kyle O'Reilly. He won the NXT Openweight title. No one has been able to beat him or pin him since returning to NXT. Kyle O'Reilly been through ups and downs, being in the Balor Club, splitting from the Balor Club, facing Adam Cole several times, coming up short, losing against Daniel Bryan, beating Chad Gable, I think 3 times in a row in their little series, and he's gained some momentum, and he wins the NXT Openweight title here tonight. Kaya holds the NXT Openweight title to the delight of the crowd. 88, that is fantastic. And about that has superb wrestling, great heat. Will Ospreay defeated Matt Riddle 14:51 by pinfall of the Stormbreaker. Will Ospreay makes defense number 2 of the NXT Heavyweight title. Will Ospreay 95, Matt Riddle 78. Fantastic match. I mean, these two can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with having these two in the ring. Fantastic match. Will Ospreay to me has probably had to be our best in-ring wrestler that's held the belt ever in NXT in this save, because the man just put up crazy numbers. 95, and that's just regular for Will Ospreay at this point. 89, after a great match, Will Ospreay remains the World Heavyweight Champion. Who will face him next? Because Matt Riddle was on a roll. He had that feud with Daniel Bryan. He beat Daniel Bryan. He beat Adam Cole. So let's see where Matt Riddle goes. But Will Ospreay is truly the face of NXT. So Ronda Rousey comes out to the ring saying that she's bigger than all those titles. She's bigger than everyone. She is the marquee name that everyone needs to worry about. And the announcers don't know what's going on. They said, this is not on my call sheet. And she said she's hosting the Rowdiest Open Challenge. Her friend Marina Shafir, I should have put her picture up there. Her friend Marina Shafir comes out and she says, in the spirit of friendly competition, yeah, I'll face you. But Ronda Rousey's in no joking mood. She beats up Marina Shafir before the bell. And it's a short match. Ronda Rousey defeated Marina Shafir at 6:09 by submission with the armbar. Ronda Rousey 90, Marina Shafir 54. But it's all about the segment after. So Ronda Rousey continues to beat up on Marina Shafir, even though that was supposedly supposed to be her friend. Ronda just dispatches her. There's no friends in this business at all, according to Ronda Rousey. And she says, is that all NXT has? The lights go out. And we hear that classic hair whip. Bianca Belair returns to NXT after a year away. She had that subdural hematoma that was kept her out for almost a year. It was really like 9-10 months. But she returns to the delight of the crowd. Ronda Rousey is shocked. Everybody's shocked. Bianca Belair is back. And we have not seen her since she lost that NXT Intercontinental title to Dakota Kai a year ago. She is here and she is back. And she has her eyes on Ronda Rousey. That should be interesting. And our main event is Walter versus Kota Ibushi. 85 match did not disappoint at all. And about that has superb wrestling, great heat. Walter defeated Kota Ibushi in 15:15 by pinfall of the Golden Bomb. Walter makes defense number 2 of the Japanese heavyweight title. Walter makes defense number 2 of the NXT North American title. They both split 87 apiece. 85 rated match. Pretty good. I didn't know if I was going to put this or I was going to put I don't know if I was going to put this or Matt Riddle versus Will Ospreay as the main event. But since Walter, I'm booking him to be this dominant champ, I think it was appropriate for him to end the match, to end the show. And plus, this segment had to happen. Walter remains both North American champ and Japanese heavyweight champ. Brock Lesnar comes out and bounces around the ring and gets in the face of Walter, saying that he wants the next crack at the belt. I was hinting at this at Bash at the Beach, but yes, this is where we're going. Walter, Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman in the middle. It's going to be interesting. Paul Heyman's former client, Brock Lesnar, and his new client, Walter, have their eyes, and it looks like they might be on a collision course. That should be interesting. But the show gets us at 87. Really, really good in-ring show. I'm just pulling Blu-ray matches has just been amazing. But I did not. The surprise of the best match was Jay Lethal and Swerve Scott beating the North. That was the shocker of the night to me. But tell me what you think down below. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.